Hello and welcome to another episode of P5Live Sessions. Thanks for tuning in, synchronized asynchronously. We've got a fun evening ahead of you. It's improvised, but we've got fun ahead anyways. Special announcement today. There is a new version of P5Live out there in the wild. Managed to get it off just before starting this because I really wanted to put this out there so people could start playing with it. So some other updates will have to wait. But we are now at version 1.36. What does that even mean? Why the update? Really quick, probably the main thing, a few main things that changed and have been updated to look out for in the settings. I've taken away this Control-C to show and hide the cursor. This was causing problems for Windows and Linux. So sorry about that the past 2 years. Took care of it now. We'll figure out about other shortcuts that might be causing problems. But a big add-on, besides a bug that was crazy, there was a bug that's been there for 2 years that when you highlighted code, it could cause everything to start getting slow over time, especially if you had a lot of code. Found this sporadically, what was causing that. So that should be huge. This caused some issues in the past for some people. So that's taken care of. The big release reason is integrating Hydra, or enabling the integration of Hydra into P5, this thing I've been playing with the last 2 sessions. Let me load one of those examples. There's now 4 examples hanging out there showing you different ways in which you can play with this. So it's Hydra, you may be familiar with, you hopefully are familiar with, from Olivia Jack, and it's a really wild coding environment, its own language, its own way of dealing with shaders, and essentially we can bring those into P5Live to play with and integrate back and forth because they're really wild what's possible. So what is now introduced is, in these examples, different ways to embed it. And what's especially key here in P5Live is this Hydra sandbox. You just need to play with your Hydra code between these 2 keywords, Hydra sandbox, and any changes that you make here won't be affecting your actual P5 sketch at all. It won't cause any recompiles. So I'm going to change a number here to like 5. And actually I just clone the sketch because it's a demo. So all the demos you can simply play with and it will clone it so that you don't screw up the demo. It stays locked down below and then you can experiment and test things out. So that's like 15, 25, 35, 55, 155. Super wild things that we can do here. And this won't affect the code down there. So these compiles are totally separate. So I can make that thing smaller or bigger. I could turn off the plane that's on it and just play with the torus. It's a super interesting combo, as you may have seen in the last couple weeks. So there's an example for loading Hydra as a texture on your 3D shapes. There is an example for using the scoped version of Hydra, which is like this preventing some global pollution between P5 and Hydra, which could cause some problems, especially with the noise function, because both Hydra and P5 have noise. So like this, you can use that function, which is causing this wild, silky, satiny texture. It's a great function of Hydra to use. There is overlay, which is a really fun way to use Hydra. Overlay whatever you're doing in P5 and take advantage of wild possibilities that it has to manipulate geometry, coloring, everything inside of your sketch. So this is an example to get you started in that direction. And last but not least, feedback upon feedback upon feedback. And what this sketch is doing is basically drawing some 3D geometry inside of P5, feeding it into Hydra, doing some feedback, getting it back from Hydra, applying it as a texture on one of the P5 shapes. Yeah, so hopefully with these examples, it's enough to get you going and finding interesting, wild ways to play with this environment. I am going to copy just a little bit of this. And actually, no, what I wanted to do is quickly go to the overlay text and quickly change this text to a little 1.3.6. Because that's where we are right now in Hydra 1.3.6. Yeah, so tonight what I thought I would do is do some VJ visuals. Just hang out and code and play with audio going in and out of Hydra, in and out of P5, and see what might be possible. So I'm going to shut up and stop describing things and let us listen to the nice mix from a couple weeks ago from DJ Marcella's Another Nice Mess. I'll add to the description of the video later where to find more work. Okay, hope you enjoy. And don't forget to go check out p5live.org to see these latest changes, or visit the GitHub repository to download and get the latest version for offline local use. Cheers.
Und die Mutter blicket stumm den ganzen Tisch herum. Scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, du flitzi, pupu, scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, du flitzi, pupu, scheiße, scheiße, wow. Ja, was machst du denn für Sachen? Kannst doch nicht in die Hose machen, ja, was machst du denn für Sachen? Kannst doch nicht in die Hose machen, auch nicht in die Badewanne. So geh aufs Klo, volle Kanne. Scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, du flitzi, pupu, scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, du flitzi. Ja, was machst du denn für Sachen? Kannst doch nicht in die Hose machen, ja, was machst du denn für Sachen? Kannst doch nicht in die Hose machen, vor allem nicht beim Schwimmen, da lass es lieber drinnen. Vor allem nicht beim Schwimmen, da lass es lieber drinnen. Scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, du flitzi, pupu, 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 pupu, pupu. Ja, was hast du denn gegessen? Hast du alles weggefressen? Ja, was hast du denn gegessen? Hast du alles weggefressen? Jetzt tut es drücken wie eine Quelle und musst aufs Klo, auf die Schnelle. Jetzt tut es drücken wie eine Quelle und musst aufs Klo, auf die Schnelle. Ja, was hast du denn gegessen? Hast du alles weggefressen? Ja, was hast du denn gegessen? Hast du alles weggefressen? Gemüse, Früchte, sogar Brot. Alles gut, jetzt kommt die Not. Gemüse, Früchte, sogar Brot. Alles gut, jetzt kommt die Not. Du brauchst doch keine Pampers mehr. Auch das Laufen fällt nicht schwer. Du kannst schon lesen, wo geht's her? Das ist das Klo, bitte sehr. Scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, du flitzi, pupu. Scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, du flitzi, pupu. Scheiße, pipi, kaka, drücki, 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 drücki.
Thank you. Merci.
Yes, this is fantastic. Sahel Sounds sent me this download, Surbayo by La Ville de Ili Haddad, probably from a forthcoming album. I can't remember, but it's fantastic stuff anyway, and I'm very close to the developments of the label Sahel Sounds, as I like most of their stuff they released. Before that, we heard New Age Steppers from that other new album, although this was not a totally new album, it was released as a CD years and years and years ago, but now on vinyl for the first time. Ari Up, the singer of the Slits and the New Age Steppers, was born in Munich, hence her singing now in German, the Scheiße song, the shit song, and that was preceded by my friend James Mars, who runs the Laura Lies In label, fantastic label. This is a cassette on his label, digital, and the track Rampant Rusty. And before that, Nikisi from London. Met her, I think, 2 years ago at a festival in Italy. We got on very well, and now all these times I hope they come back, that we can play again, travel, meet other artists. Anyway, what comes next? The title of her 12-inch EP, Initiation. And the next album I really, really like, but it's only, I discovered it quite late. In fact, a few weeks ago. It was released in 2018 by the Fatih Records label. And it's by Jan Jelinek, one of those artists where I bought a lot of records from over the years, but yeah, never said that much about it. It's a constant quality, but anyway, this is a very weird record because he collected interviews with more or less famous people and cut them up and only left out the and things like that, all these sounds we make with our voice when we talk. And the titles of the tracks are the questions asked to that particular famous person. In this case, Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. Which difficulties are involved in conserving electronic music on magnetic tape?
And of is
one from Mars 89, Grotesque Reflections, and then I did a check on the internet. This is only available as a digital album on the Bokeh Versions label, but in this case they call it bokeh.tech. Don't know what the idea behind this is. Anyway, Mars 89 is from Japan, and obviously sometimes people react to my mixes, to my own music or whatever, and my videos, my lockdown films. And recently I got a message from someone from Japan, very mysterious, and being very positive about my work and my attitude. And it turned out this person also makes music himself, and which is also, I think, if I consider my own music to be fantastic, but this person's music is I really like it, but there's no vinyl, something on the internet I found, and I immediately transferred it to magnetic tape. The track before Mars 89 question asked to Karl-Heinz Stockhausen which difficulties are involved in conserving electronic music on magnetic tape. Well, there aren't any. If you have a good magnetic tape, it lasts for a very long time, and Maxell is the best label, and also from Japan, so the circle is round in this case. And so I'm going to play this track from this artist EOU from magnetic tape. It means you have to get up from the anonymized mess chair and walk to another corner in the house and switch on the reel-to-wheel machine. And I think it's a recording of performance of EOU at the No Theatre in Okazaki City, in Okazaki Castle in October of last year. And in order to play it, I have to get up and press the play button, and it's a very exciting sound, so you might hear it. And now get up and play EOU. That's not a sound. Here it comes.